That is a freaking snake. I am deathly afraid of snakes. Super scared of snakes. Not gonna lie, that's probably like my biggest fear in life is snakes. Even though that thing is tiny, that scared the shit out of me, it even coming out of that crack. I was pretty scared, not gonna lie. I was feeling really brave even standing there recording him. I had to stand there for like 2 minutes to try to adjust the brightness. Holy crap, there's a snake in. Oh my god, he's huge! Holy crap! Oh my god. Oh my god. That is terrifying. That is terrifying, guys. Hold on, I'll be right back. I don't even know what to do, but I'm terrified right now. I can't start this video yet. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. That snake is now hiding in my front yard. I do not know what I'm gonna do. Does anyone know how to, is there like a bug spray for snakes that you can put around the house where they don't ever come back? Because I am extremely terrified of snakes. And I knew I would eventually see one when I was in Florida, because there's snakes everywhere, but I did not. I thought that was a lizard at first. When I was zooming in, I was like, I think it's a snake because I see the tongue. And then by the time I even got, because I was looking at it for a solid like 2 minutes trying to adjust the brightness on my camera because I was outside and it was adjusted for inside. Anyways, I look like a total bitch right now if you are not afraid of snakes, but I am terrified of snakes. Not my thing. Anyways, welcome back to another Daily Dash. I'll be right back because I'm a little bit late. That snake caused me to be a little bit late. I'm actually supposed to be picking up this order. It's from Chipotle, $8.50 for 5 miles. Kind of just goes back and then back to where I live, so not too bad. Anyways, be right back. I haven't even figured out, I forgot what this video was about as soon as I saw that snake. Alright, got the Chipotle order, and we are about to be on the way. Guys, I have bad news. We're about to lose one of our favorite gig tubers. Pedro is about to be gone. And I'm only saying this with the best intentions and like, I mean the best for him. But Pedro is about to get to a point where he's gonna start making so much money on YouTube, just like I did. He's gonna start getting to a point where he's not gonna be full-time delivery driving, and his videos are gonna change just like mine did. As much as he says he's not going to, maybe he's gonna disagree, I don't know. I want a response from Pedro right now, but I think the end of Pedro's full-time delivery driving is coming soon, and that's the best thing that could happen to him though. In my opinion, I don't think people should be delivery driving full-time, and I hope that his ad revenue and stuff on his YouTube channel is getting up there. You know, I went from making about, I had like 4,000 subscribers or so, and I was making about $300 a month on YouTube. And then I went from like 4,000 to like 10,000, like just a couple months, right? And like my whole goal was always to make enough money on YouTube to get by, right? And while just kind of Doordash was supplementing my income until I got there. But then it came to a point where it's like, okay, obviously it doesn't make as much sense to do full-time delivery driving now when I can do, I mean, when you're making $70 a day, I average around $70 to $100 a day on ad revenue. Eventually, you're going to stop doing delivery full-time because you start to see the wear and tear that comes from the car. You start to think about other things. Maybe, I know he's kind of entrepreneurial. He's looking into other investments and stuff. So I think, just saying, not that it's a bad thing, I think Pedro's full-time delivery driving videos are going to come to an end pretty soon. And that's good. But it's not good for like the people who like watching his videos, but he's going to need to make a pivot. In my opinion, as someone who's gone through that and went from, like, if you guys go back and watch my original vlogs like a year and a half ago, like the original like daily dashes when I first started doing the daily dash, I would film the entire thing and I would make $70 and I would show you guys me making all $70, you know? Like my whole goal was make $70 a day. My videos used to be a lot longer. I used to dash a lot more. And so Pedro is going to be retiring from full-time delivery pretty soon. Unless he's a dumbass. I'm just kidding, Pedro. That's what I wanted to talk about. But the fucking snake threw the whole entire thing off, and took me like 5 minutes to even remember what I was going to talk about. But this is like, Pedro's a perfect example of someone else who was starting to slowly dig away at something else, a secondary source of income. And this is things that I've been telling you guys for the longest time. Like, hey, look at something else. Look to make a new secondary source of income, so that way you're not just relying on Doordash or just driving around, because the wear and tear it puts in your car and all the stuff, like, it's not valuing your career. And I think if you're putting effort towards something that doesn't value your career, and there's really nothing good that comes out of it in the long run, like 10 years from now, all this delivery driving, except for maybe making you a better driver, it's not really going to benefit you at all, especially if it all disappears and robots take over the world or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, alright, be right back. We are almost to this person's house, and I've been driving a little faster than usual because that snake made me late. Crap. Alright, so guys, you know what's most important to me, and that is creating side hustles and other income. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you guys working on as a secondary source of income, if you don't already have one? Or do you have a secondary W-2 job and you just do this for fun? Or what is it that you are working on? Because I really hope that if you've been watching my channel for a couple months or so, you've at least started to place yourself in the mindset of making different sources of income and not just relying on Doordash. I feel like I'm like the I always forget that dude that warns people the British were coming. I always forget him. Yeah, I can't think of him. Anyways, I feel like I'm that dude, just warning you guys, like, hey, this isn't a good way of making money. It's like a temporary, or it's like a stepping stone, you know? Use this as like a stepping stone towards making more money in the future. And having like, it's like the icing on the cake, you know? You can make an extra 50 bucks a day, no problem, just spending a few hours delivering. But it's not a career, it's not something long-term, it's not something you should be really relying on. So hopefully you guys have all worked on something in the future, or something that you can work towards in the future. And I would highly suggest working on things that, one, AI can't just take over. Two, because I really think in 10 years AI is going to be a serious problem for people trying to find jobs. And two, hopefully it's something that has some kind of passive income. Like for me, YouTube is passive income. If I take a few days off of YouTube, I still get paid those days. You get paid per day, not like you don't get paid every single day, but you get paid on the 21st of every month. And it's passive income. I'm getting paid for things that I did months ago. Same thing with, like, maybe you're buying real estate. Real estate's a great form of passive income. Hopefully maybe you're investing into some kind of index funds or something like that. At least if you don't have any other source of like job or anything you're working towards, index funds or investments are not a bad way to go. But yeah, hopefully Pedro's starting to make decent money on that, because I'm glad that he's been killing it on YouTube. But eventually YouTube is going to become basically like a full-time gig, because for those of you who don't do YouTube, YouTube is one of the most lucrative ways of making money. I made almost 10 grand in a month. It was like 9,600 bucks, and that was based on sponsorship deals and other things. I haven't really been focusing on YouTube too much because we've been frequently performing lots of shows, and we have the new shoes that are coming out. Unfortunately, we're having some problems with the soles, and we had to redesign the soles and stuff. One of the factories went out of business that was designing the soles, and like, I want to complain and be like, God, it's such a big, like, I don't know. But there's two types of people. There's people who are dealt with a shitty hand or something and complain about it, and there's people who are dealt with a shitty hand and try to make the absolute best out of it. And that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm never going to complain about it. It is what it is. Nothing I can do, like, no complaining I can do will change it, but it is kind of a big deal, and it's kind of been a gigantic headache in my life. And I had lots of other things, like I was owed a lot of money by one of my clients. Like, I'm talking like almost 6 grand, and they finally paid me back. So that took a while, There was another client that was kind of like, I was like, just, there was kind of, seemed like they were just weren't responding to my invoices, and I was like, what's going on here? But everything finally is resolved as of yesterday, so it is what it is. But try not to complain about the hand you're given, and try to do the absolute best with it, because there's always opportunities out there for everyone, and you just need to look in. My camera's dirty, lens is dirty again as usual. Just got to look for those opportunities, and they're always going to be there. Be creative, and hopefully you guys took something from this video. Pedro, I'm looking for your response. Mr. Gonna be retired soon. Guys, I'm running out of topics here. Give me some topics to talk about. I don't want to talk about Mr. Moore anymore. I don't want to have no more beef with Pedro, because he might make fun of me, and like, I don't want to be hosting another one of his videos, even though that was hilarious. But I don't know, maybe Pedro will collab with me pretty soon, and I'll just have to buy a wig and draw some fake, I don't know, mustache on and stuff. Alright, anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. If you haven't yet, check out my footwear company at offaccessathletics.com and use the discount code offaccesstanner for 30% off. We'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe and smash that like button. Peace, guys.